hello. Welcome back, mamas. Welcome back to Shevolving Life. It's Samantha here, and I just want to thank you so much for being here. As always, our purpose here on Shevolving Life is to remind you of your lights, your power, and the well-being that's already inside of you. We just need to put it into practice, a way to connect to it. Yes, honey. I love that purpose statement, by the way. I mean, I came up with that because I felt like as a nurse practitioner, one of the big parts of my job that I absolutely hated was the fact that when people came in to see me, all we focused on was what was going wrong with them and what was unwell about them and what disease they had. And I always didn't want to focus on that. Even sometimes they might want to focus on that. I felt like it was so even more profound and even more valuable to focus on what's going well with you. What's working? Where can we connect to the ease? Can we connect to what's flowing, right? And I truly believe the more we can put our attention on those things and bring our awareness to those things, and then on top of that, put some intentions on it, like that right there is the key to our healing. And it's right there inside of us, right there already sitting there. And so that is the perfect lead up to this episode, which is all about gratitude. Okay. And there have been so many books, so many talks about the power of gratitude. There's even been scientific articles on how our body responds when we sort of lean into gratitude and being appreciative and shifting our attention to what we already are and what we already have and where we already sit in the now. How our cells respond, which is it turns off inflammation. It starts the regenerative process of cells. It turns off that fight, flight, freeze. It basically puts you in the state of the parasympathetic system, which is rest, digest, and heal. So any way that we can regularly and in a practical way connect to gratitude is going to be healing for our soul, for our minds, and for our bodies. Point blank, period. So you guys ready to dig into gratitude? I am, because I love it. It's one of my favorites. Yes. All right. So for me, I always have a story, but I was at a point where I didn't feel like I had a regular practice of connecting with gratitude with my girls. And so I started this new thing in the morning where like right before, like after the whole get up, breakfast, tell you 5 times to go brush your teeth, like after all of that drama, I decided to halt everything before we get into the van and sit down and have a gratitude practice. I know some of y'all, especially y'all type A type personalities like my husband, what? Right in the middle of the morning routine? Right? Put that somewhere else. I'm like, I really felt led to put it right there in the smack of the morning routine. And so and you know what, even though I got some pushback at first, he's gotten on board. He's gotten on board because he's seen the effects for himself in the girls' attitude, in their posture, in their, how they, are functioning for the rest of the day. It like sets the tone. The ride to school feels different after this gratitude practice, so he's seen the lived experience evidence for himself. So, let that be, a note for you guys who thinks that stopping and resting and doing something different in the middle of your schedule is going to lead to, missed opportunity to be productive or making us this or that. when in fact it really could be the shift you need to set you up for your whole entire day. Like sometimes we have to come up out of our normal ways of thinking in order to access like truth and wisdom, and find what's good for you. So we take that pause, and every morning we sort of use gratitude as a way of grounding ourselves for the day. We activate our heart centers. We lay hands on ourselves, which is a signal of, honor and respect for the divine permeating our very being. We use our breath to remind us of spirit and our connection to spirit, and how that is our nature too, not just the human nature, but our spirit nature as well. That we live in this world, we belong to this earth. We are made up of earthly parts, but also we are children of spirit, made possible by the divine. And we have a dual nature to acknowledge. So yeah, we kind of, in this practice, it sets us up for that. And after we kind of do that, we just go around the circle, and I ask them, what is to express gratitude? What is something that you have gratitude for? What is something that you appreciate? Not even something, just what do you appreciate? It can be just like a state of being. And a lot of times, it is appreciation for different things because, they're kids. What are you thankful for? Comes out. So we usually get the gamut of responses. Our dog is on a popular appreciation and gratitude list, which I'm fine with. Whatever comes, I'm open to it. So it's so cute to see anything from the dog make the list frequently. Coco. And then, things like, I'm grateful that we're about to be out of school and we're about to come up on a break. I appreciate my family. Like, these are some of the common ones that usually come up. And usually for me, I really just go with what I feel in that moment, which is usually just gratitude for the moment of pause and of breath and of life, and to be with my girls, connected. It just brings my attention to just the temporal nature of life when we take that pause, and how this is a phase of life, and we're not always gonna be living under one roof. We're not always gonna be together every morning. And so having those pauses really widens your lens and your sort of viewpoint of life, which ebbs and flows, and life is super changey. Is that a word? Super changey, super transitional and temporal. And so when you widen your lens with gratitude, you're able to appreciate like this current state that you're in, even if things are tough, or even if certain things are not going as planned. That appreciation and that gratitude seems to, I don't know, settle into your soul, when you take that pause, that deep kind of pause. So what is gratitude to you? I know for me, it means shifting out of like our egoic way of thinking, which is very centered on our self experiences and what's going on with us and our particular perspective on things. So gratitude helps us shift us out of that egoic way of thinking and create spaciousness to the larger world, to multiple perspectives and the experiences of others, like become more present in our vision, in our you start to sort of see, oh, people are seeing life from all different angles, and I'm grateful for what's going on in my world, and I'm appreciating what's going on from my perspective, and I'm grateful that like I can impact other people in this way. And I mean, the list goes so long when you start to shift in this way. And I love it because it definitely helps you not to take life for granted. And it helps us to get back on track, to opening our eyes to what we need to learn, while we're here, what we need to do while we're here. Like, we all have a purpose and we all have a reason for being here. And, lessons to learn just in our daily life. Like, you don't have to go out to find your purpose or go out to find your lessons. Like, just keep living and in your day to day. And when the next time your child has a tantrum, and you have a choice point of how to respond, like, that is your life's purpose, is to figure that out, or when you're tired and cranky from coming home and you need to make dinner and your husband snaps at you, like, that's a choice point on how to respond. And right then and there, that is your lived purpose. What do I need to learn about this moment about myself? So I think, just opening our gratitude helps us open our eyes to see those choice points even more clearly. Because if we don't set aside those regular times to connect, those choice points are just going to come and go. And usually in a reactionary way, we're just going to kind of knee jerk whatever we're in this state. And it's usually not pretty, especially when you're triggered and exhausted. So gratitude even helps with that, having a regular gratitude practice. So what do y'all do? What are the things that y'all do? I shared with y'all what me and the girls do every morning. There's a lot of proponents on the benefits of journaling and really writing down the things that you're grateful for, maybe in the morning practice or in the evening practice. You can also habit stack your gratitude practice with something that you already do. Like, a lot of faith traditions add gratitude at mealtime. So to give prayer and honor and respect and gratitude for your food and the people that prepared them and the work that went into getting your food from the land to your plate. Like, that is a built-in practice around mealtime. So find your way and connect to it in a meaningful way, regularly, and just watch your life transform. I'm telling you. And not just your mind and emotional state, like, your body will transform, because you will see that your body will lean more towards that state of relaxation and rest, and just resonate at a non-reactionary type of fight, flight, freeze. So yeah, I want to know, put in the comments, what do y'all do for your gratitude practice, or what you gonna do, or what you want to try out, and what are you willing to explore about the gratitude practice? Like, it's easy breezy. Like, just let us know. And I'm encouraged and I'm excited for the conversation to go on in the comments. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and go into our meditative practice as we wind up. I want you to find just a comfortable seat. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out. And really connect with your breath. Connect with your body. Connect with your heart. And in your mind's eye, I want you to bring to your vision appreciation, a feeling of gratitude. Despite anything that might be going on, where can you find the gratitude? Where can you sense appreciation for what is and feel it in your body, in your bones? Where are you willing to look and be grateful? Where are you willing to feel thankful? the warmth of appreciation roll right over you and heal you. Let the glow of appreciation nourish your cells, nourish your body, make you whole, connect to your wholeness. Whenever you're ready, I want you to just bring yourself back to your body. You can do a little wiggle, do a little jiggle, whatever works for you. Um, I'm so grateful for you. Like, the gratitude is rich in this place right now. Like, I feel the love. I'm so grateful for all the folks out there listening and feeling connected to their wholeness and just being reminded of the healing that they possess. Truly grateful. Do not take this platform for granted, and just invite you to experience more of Shevolving Life. Like this episode, share it with a friend, and subscribe so that you can be up on those weekly drops. All right, friends. I'll see you guys next time on Shevolving Life.